Hello and welcome to the world of EDC. My name's Jeff, and today we're going to be doing a reply to Patty's open tag, uh, in which he requested what 3 knives do you have you not used in the last 6 months? What flashlight do you carry the most, and what watch do you wear the most? And so I'm going to kind of do this in reverse order because I feel like the knives are the most interesting part. So I'm going to get the less interesting things out of the way quicker. Very non-interesting is just my Series 3 iWatch with an aftermarket band that I enjoy. This is what I wear all the time. You can see right there on my wrist the signs of having it on my wrist all the time. Really do enjoy this watch. It gets the job done. It has a much more obviously capabilities than any other watch, so that's why I wear it all the time. I do very frequently wear a second watch on my left wrist, not so much in the most recent history, but during the winter months and whatever else when I'm wearing long sleeves and I don't have to be questioned by people that don't understand EDC world and being addicted to it. It's just like an awkward conversation of looking like an idiot with two wrists, both wrists having a watch. It's not really that big of a deal. I mean, people get over it, but I just avoid that conversation because I've had to explain myself several times of, I not only do I review things, but I also enjoy them enough to wear different watches on my other wrist. So anyways, getting on to the flashlight, obviously this is the Olight S1 R2 Baton, I think is the numbers. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. I really do highly recommend this flashlight. Over 1,000 lumens in a very small package, magnetic recharge. It has a moonlight mode along with turbo, strobe, all kinds of different modes. It's just a very, very well done flashlight in a very small and very EDC friendly package. I mean, it's just got everything that anybody could possibly need. There's a few things that I don't enjoy about it, but the benefits of it far outweigh any kind of drawbacks that carrying this light carry with it. On to the knives. These knives, for one reason or another, have ended up in this list, and I kind of feel ashamed because there's a couple of other knives in my collection that haven't been carried. So I do need to get better about cycling things in and out, but because of the knives on the channel being rotated in and out all the time, trying to get new knives in for you guys and all that stuff, I find myself burying knives more and more and more. This knife has been the reason why I selected this knife. This is obviously the Cold Steel Tough Light Wharncliffe. Very usable blade, very sharp out of the box. I've used it for breaking down cardboard and whatnot. It doesn't have the best steel or anything like that, but it's very ergonomically friendly, and I really do enjoy this knife. The reason why it's been buried in my collection and not carried for a while is because of the Pilar. I obviously had this one before the Pilar. As soon as I got the Pilar, this knife became kind of obsolete. Mostly because, not because I think that the Pilar is that much better. It's pretty much the same knife in my mind. The biggest reason I think, and I guess if I'm being honest with myself, is because there's no tip up carry option with the clip on this this knife here, and with the Cold Steel Tough Light. And so, as I'm getting it all fingerprinted up, anyways, I just enjoy tip up for whatever reason. When I first got into carrying a knife every day, I didn't really care tip up, tip down, but over time, some knives, I will say some knives I don't mind so much, but for whatever reason with this knife, it just bothers me. Some knives I don't mind being tip up. Second knife on this list, the Boker Kalashnikov. Love the knife shape, or the blade shape. The ergonomics are great. It's fun to fidget with, which is why it spends its home is right here on this desk over here off to the left by my keyboard. And the reason why it stays over there is because it's just a fun fidget knife for me. Carried it a couple of times, and when I'm carrying it and I'm at work and whatever else and doing this at work, is not necessarily going to be something that I'm going to do in front of customers and whatever else people that I might be talking to. I just tend to leave it at home. It's typically just out on my desk, and when I'm at the desk or not doing anything, maybe waiting for a video to render or anything like that, that's when I'm fidgeting with this knife. So I consider this to be not used for a long time. I've had it for, I don't even know, well over 6 months. Like I said, when I first got it, I carried it, and then since then it's been sitting on the desk. So that's knife number 2. And then knife number 3 is going to be no shock to anyone, I think, the Kershaw Skyline. Beautiful knife. Ergos are great blade shape, super sharp out of box, just everything that you could want out of a knife, except for the action is just not super stellar compared to most knives today. Clip, kind of a miss. Even back when I first started getting into the Kershaw line, I started with Spydercos and ended up getting a lot of Kershaws afterwards. Just kind of a miss for me. But I absolutely love this knife, so much so that when I discovered that I couldn't find my original Skyline, even though I knew I wasn't going to use this knife for much, I wasn't going to carry it, I bought the Damascus version just so that I had a Skyline in my collection, that I knew where it was, because to me it's like a cornerstone in knife collections. It's just it's a Hall of Famer. It's a one of those the legends of Skyline, so to speak, type of knives. And so that's why I had to get one, even though I knew that I wasn't necessarily probably going to carry it or use it for much of anything. I just had to have one. So that's my list. That's my reply to Patty's open tag. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like the video if you did enjoy. It really does help me out and the channel to grow. Patty, thank you for starting the open tag. It's high time we get back into doing that. I know around the holiday times and whatnot, people are thinking of more and more about open tags and whatnot, and it feels like the time is right to get some open tags going. So I'm going to start some myself and try to get people going with some fresh new ideas and things to talk about in the knife world, other than certain things that are going on with blade steels and blade hardness and all that stuff that's going on. So thank you very much, Patty, for giving us something to talk about. I'll try to do my part and to add into the conversation. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.